as a quick introduction to the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system is made up of blood, the heart, which pumps the blood, and the blood vessels, which act as tubes that carry the blood throughout the body. There are three types of blood vessels: arteries and small arteries called arterioles, veins and small veins called venules, and then capillaries. Arteries and arterioles lead away from the heart. Veins and venules lead toward the heart. Capillaries are the site of gas exchange, nutrient waste, anything that's going into or out of the blood and then into or out of our body tissue. So they're going to be the place where this exchange is actually occurring so that the different tissues around the body can get the blood it needs. There are two pathways within our cardiovascular system. One is the pulmonary circuit, which carries deoxygenated blood because it's going to the lungs to pick up oxygen. And then the systemic circuit, which carries oxygenated blood, and it's going to drop that oxygen off to the rest of the body. Each of these circuits go through the heart. The pulmonary circuit goes from the body through the right side of the heart to the lungs, and then the systemic circuit goes from the lungs through the left side of the heart and then out towards the body. There are a couple of root words that are important here. Cardiac and cardium refer to the heart. Vascular and vaso pertain to the blood vessels. The heart is about the size of two fists. Usually you can say that it's one fist kind of wrapped over your other fist. If you do that in front of you, you can see about how big the heart is. It's hollow and it's cone-shaped, so you can see that this part of the heart is kind of pointed down towards the left. It's important to remember that when we're looking at an anterior view of the heart, which we often are, the right side of the diagram is the left side of the heart, and the left side of the diagram is the right side of the heart, because we're always referring to the patient's right or the patient's left. This little part here is called the apex of the heart, and it's going to point towards the left. So that's a good clue of whether you're looking at the anterior side of the heart or the posterior side of the heart. The heart is in the middle of the mediastinum from about the 2nd to 5th ribs. It rests on top of the diaphragm here, which is an important muscle used for breathing, and it sits right between the lungs. And so that is a brief introduction to the cardiovascular system, the heart, and where it is located.